Hello, this is Todd Fries. On behalf of myself and Linda Decken, we would like to thank the family for participating in this most recent version of the Fries Capistran Family History book. This was a great endeavor, and really all thanks to you because it was you who put in the effort to provide your stories and your photos so that we could update this book and have a most recent version for everyone. We had 100% participation, either in person or by proxy, and we had great facilitators who helped get this done, including Rachel and Jonathan, Jeannie, Linda, and others to make sure that everybody was included. If you think about it, this is extremely rare. I don't know of any large family like ours that could come together and agree to provide all their photos and information, and then go a step further and actually publish a book that can then be shared with everybody and to have as a historical and personal reference. If you think about it, there were 8 children that came from a single set of grandparents, a Fries and a Capistran. And if you were born into this family, you are related to them. If you were married into this family, then you and your children have inherited this legacy. So this book is very important for many reasons, and a great family heirloom for you to cherish and to have. So the book itself is going to be a hardcover edition. Something like this really is a coffee table book, something that you can leave out on the coffee table that visitors can look at and say, wow, what is this? And be able to look for it and look through it, and also for you to enjoy at home. So this book is entitled Fries Capistran Family History, a Polk County Narrative and Family History Archive by Linda Decken and Todd Fries. And Linda did a great job of starting this book and creating the whole concept that we have today. So in a moment, I'm going to take you through the 2 versions that will be available on Amazon and tell you a little bit about the differences between the 2, and then you can decide which one you want to purchase for your family and or purchase as a Christmas gift, since we are in time for the holiday season. So again, I want to thank everyone. This is your book. This is your legacy, and I really want you to enjoy it. And thank you again for your participation. This is the colorized version of the family history book. The cover photo is actually the Capistran homestead from around 1900, and that makes up the front and back cover of this book. The book has changed in some ways in that the book now has complete dedication section. It still has the index at the beginning, which has all of the page numbers for each member of the family. And as you go through the book, what you will notice is that many of the photos have been colorized. So a lot of these old photos now have full color, which makes them a little bit more interesting to look at. And a lot of that helps really give it more of a punch when you are going through the booklet. So throughout this whole section, I would say that if you compare this to the black and white version of the book, there is quite a contrast. By having the full color, it really helps the pictures, it gives them a lot of punch and a lot of contrast. So here's a photo of Fern and Joe colorized from 1928 as an example. So a lot of this is very helpful to learn a little bit about the family and to understand where you fit in the grand scheme of things. Also, in the colorized version, if there are background pictures like this, they stand out a lot better than the black and white version because you have a lot more contrast between the colors and the writing and just the color of the pages. So as you look at this, what I'd like you to consider is that even though this is a $75 book, think of it this way, is that if you took this to Kinko's and asked them to print 475 pages color both sides, you would pay more than $200 for that. In the very back here, I put a birth order by month, so you can see each month whose birthday is in that month. And then I also have a birth order by year, so it shows where you fit in the grand scheme of things within the family. Our oldest living member right now is Mary Collins Fries, and then our newest member is Scarlett Juckham, born in July of 2025. So when considering it, remember this could be the last book. You just don't know. It's a great family heirloom. I would strongly suggest you get the full color copy. It's just a much better version than the black and white. But I will show you the black and white so that you can have a comparison of how they look. And I will do that next. Okay, this is the second option of the book. This is a black and white version. It also has a hardcover, full color, but inside it will have cream colored pages in black and white. So you can see here the very same data that we have in the full color book is also in this version. The difference, in my opinion, is that the picture quality isn't quite as crisp as the full color version, but this is still a very good version of the book. And if it's more economical for you to get the black and white, I encourage you still to get it because you want to keep something for yourself and for your family. So again, two options, but I would encourage you strongly, if you can, to get the full color version, because you never know, this could be the last version that's ever published, and if so, you'd want to have the best representation that you can of the family history. So again, thank you for looking. I'll include a link to Amazon for both of these versions of the book, and you can decide which is best for you and your family.